announced ourselves, said Tulsa Police, and that's when we heard the gunshot and we just started running towards it.
Thanks so much for being with us here at 5 tonight. I'm Naomi Kitt. For the very first time, we're hearing from the Tulsa police officers who were first on the scene of that deadly shooting in the Natalie building at the St. Francis Medical Complex earlier this year. 2 News anchor Karen Larson spoke with those officers about their experience. Karen?
Naomi, thank you for filling in for me so I could cover this story. Now, the officers sat down with me this morning and they described what they saw and what they went through that terrible day in June that cost 4 innocent people their lives.
There are some times where you say, this probably isn't anything, and there are other times where you think, this is legit. For some reason, this one felt legit.
And I happened to pull up right behind John. He had just gotten out of his car seconds before, and yeah, we entered the building together.
4:53 p.m. June 1st, the first 911 call of shots fired comes in. 2 minutes later, officers John Grafton and Carter McQuigg arrived at the St. Francis Health System Natalie building. They go in immediately to an eerie silence.
There's kind of a haze about eye level, and it smelled like an indoor shooting range. And then we saw a bunch of broken glass and bullet casings.
They quickly moved through the maze of the Warren Clinic Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine Center.
There was some blood coming out from underneath the doorway in that hall. So we decided to stop there and hold what we had because we weren't hearing anything active at that time. It was at that time, I think Baxter joined up with us, and then we heard a gunshot and we all just moved.
Officer Micah Baxter and Sergeant Brian Liang joined them in rushing to help search for the gunman and anyone wounded.
There's no time to wait. SWAT could take, we don't know how long to get there, and so we just go in as soon as we can.
Only to find 2 bodies and a woman hiding under a desk.
Well, I was the only officer supervisor with the shield at the time, so I went up with the shield and realized that he matched the description that was given to us, and he had a rifle and a pistol on him.
He'd shot himself in the head after killing 4 people. His physician, Dr. Preston Phillips, Dr. Stephanie Hewson, Amanda Glenn, a receptionist, and William Love, whom police say died trying to protect his wife. 4 officers, the first to arrive among dozens from TPD and numerous other local and federal agencies who didn't hesitate to rush in to help when 911 dispatchers sent out the call they all dread hearing: active shooter.
I don't have a single doubt that you'd have 4 other officers sitting here if it were a different day of the week or a different time of day or a different location. I don't think there's anybody on TPD that would have hesitated or done anything different than we did.
We talked for over 30 minutes, so I'll share more of their insights into what happened that day at St. Francis, the reason they rushed into danger, and several rescues in our 6 and 10 o'clock news tonight. You can also watch the entire interview online at KJRH.com. Naomi.